It started from a very stupid, reason, which was, I think it was Danh Vo from Fredizianum invited me to do like an exhibition in a very big place. Like Fredizianum is a very big institution. And the problem is that I really have difficulties to be put in a box. So I, of course, I was thinking I want to do something really big, And the only thing that came up to my mind was the Statue of Liberty. I think my aim was to take something that was very familiar to so many people and just make it slightly unfamiliar, And I don't think that people really sees it, I think it's all in people's mind. And I think that's great somehow. Like I always pictured it as this monstrous thing, but in reality it's also this very fragile monument at the same time, if you only think of the surface. First of all, it was never like deconstructing the Statue of Liberty. It was always like an attempt of rebuilding the surface of the Statue of Liberty. Looking a bit closer to it, which I never had done, I found out very quickly that the skin of the Statue of Liberty is only 2 millimeters, or the thickness of 2 pennies. And I think that such information generates like desire to work on a project like this. The problem with the poor lady is that she, has been kind of raped enough, Everybody have their possession on her. And, I don't think we need that. I think what was needed more is to take it up to discussion and not imposing more interpretation. Through the whole project, people have old people thinking of, something figurative or the flame or whatever that is represent, is the icon, so-called. And I never look at these kind of things, I always love the armpit because that carries everything, It's what generates other things. And I always like this idea because things have relationship to each other. And when you focus on some specific element, then all these kind of subtle features disappears, And that's a problem in general in society. I always tell myself that if you can do small things, you should also be able to do grand things. And this is what I have done now, so I don't need that anymore. Thank God.